Yo, what's up everybody, Jaxxsin here, and today I want to talk about No Man's Sky a little bit. The delay, Sean Murphy, stuff like that, gonna get into it, so without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, No Man's Sky, if you don't know, has been pushed back to August, okay, and when this happened, he was explaining it, he said, Sean Murphy, the dude who's like the head of Hello Games, he said basically, look, the reason we're doing this is because we're so close, but we want it to be perfect. So, basically, it's not ready. It's not ready. He doesn't want to push a fucking game out that's not ready. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read between the lines and be the paranoid stoner for you guys. I'll be that inner monologue in your mind that may not be there, but it's always there in my mind. It's always questioning motivations from people and shit, right? Just always. Okay, so I'm going to get into this. I think... this is speculation, complete and fucking utter speculation before anyone fucking just like blows this out of proportion, alright? I'm just speculating here. I'm gonna get into some more of the actual facts here in a minute. But I was thinking, what if they just delayed the game because they knew that fucking Overwatch was just gonna conquer the summer? Alright, like maybe they really genuinely wanted it to come out in June, and then they looked at the fucking sales of every other game that came out in May besides fucking Overwatch, and they cringed. And maybe that's why they pulled it. And this is the thing. I think that these fucking... I'll get into it later, but I'm just doing this because when I fucking look at a story, any story, doesn't matter if it's about two friends, doesn't matter if it's about fucking two people I don't know, doesn't matter if it's about, the government, whatever. Whenever I hear news and I hear something like negative about one person or positive about another, I always tend to do this fucking thing in my mind where I look at everything from every angle. It's just sort of the way I've always been. Incredibly analytically minded. Don't get me started on a puzzle. I'll be there all fucking year. Okay? That's just the way my mind works. And so, when Hello Games pushed back fucking No Man's Sky to August, you know what I mean? And fucking, the first I heard of this, by the way, shout out to my buddy Aristotle. He's the one who turned me on to this. I mean, I knew that it had been pushed back, but I didn't know about this completely other aspect of it, which makes complete and utter sense if you're on the internet as much as I am. Like, it just makes total sense. I fucking still feel sheltered for some reason, because I still hadn't fucking heard about this for, until my buddy Aristotle told me. But after they pushed the game back, Sean Murphy received several death threats. Things in the language of, if you don't fucking want to release the game, you must not want to live anymore. Just shit like that. Just, right? Who knows if these kids are ill? Because I'm sure they're kids. I mean, even if they're fucking older, even if they're in their 30s, if you're fucking, seriously, you don't see a problem with fucking a death threat over a fucking video game release, you're a fucking idiot, dude. I'm sorry, you're an idiot. But when I heard that these fucking idiots, they're idiots. If you don't see anything wrong with threatening someone's life. Do you see anything wrong with that at all? Life is the most sacred thing on this fucking planet. It's something that we should cherish and love above all else. Be it from fucking, I don't care. Your fucking worst enemy you shouldn't want to die. Alright? You just shouldn't, because it's life. Alright? There's something wrong with you if you feel completely comfortable threatening someone's life, or telling someone to go kill themselves, or anything of that nature. There's something wrong with you and you're an asshole. But because of the way my mind works, and just because of the way I've generally always been when it comes to this sort of thing, I immediately started to ponder, like, what could it be that could possibly have fucking, like, made these people wish death on someone because he fucking delayed a game, because the official news story says, because it's not ready, right? Well, fuck him. We want a broken game release. If a game ain't fucking broken, we don't want it to come out. And fuck, nowadays, that's pretty accurate based on sales and shit. That kind of fits the fucking, average consumer. I don't care if it's garbage. I don't care if it's shit. I've got money and I want to buy something. Okay? But he doesn't want to fucking do that. Because imagine this, dude. Imagine the fucking hopes he's hanging on this, alright, Sean Murphy. Hello Games in total, alright? This isn't just hopes that they're hanging on this. This is their blood, sweat, and fucking tears. Alright? These guys have been working on this game for a very long time. Okay? A very long time this game has been in production. And there's a reason for that. Because it is so complex. This game is ambitious as fuck. This is running some mathematical code that I couldn't even begin to layman's term you, because I'm so fucking idiot. I'm like, and I could do basic math. This shit isn't basic math. Alright? This is a whole other line of coding in the game. Dude, everything in that game is going to be random. And that game is said to be so big that you could spend the entire life, the entire rest of your life trying to see that everything that game has to hold, and you will never reach it, right? This game, because of what I just said, is obviously running under some massive hype. So, I mean, that's why part of me was like, anyway, the reason I was thinking about the fucking, maybe they just didn't want to come out because it's Overwatch month. Or, you know, a month after Overwatch, and it's still fucking outselling everything. Still, all this time later, right? It's just fucking dominating. It's Activision and Blizzard. It's kicking the shit out of every other release in the window. Okay? I was thinking that because I was like, maybe that's a potential reason, like, someone would be pissed. But even then, like, I'm fucking super excited for this game, and I don't fucking care if that's the reason. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna explain to you why. Because it makes sense. Alright? This is a good business decision that doesn't fuck the gamer at all. They're not raising the price on us. It's not fucking us at all. It's fucking us out of a few months. Big fucking deal. Alright? Big deal. If you're a Star Wars fan, you know when you see the next Star Wars movie, it's gonna be at least an entire year until you see another one. And back in the day, that was even fucking worse. Like, it was just like, when you saw episode 6, you were like, that's it. That's done, you know? And that's the thing that I want to get at is you waited for it and no one cared. No one got hurt. No one was like threatening George Lucas. No one's threatening Disney. If I don't get a fucking movie, a Star Wars movie, every fucking blah months, I'm gonna fucking kill someone over there. I'm gonna kill someone at Lucasfilms and I'm gonna kill someone. You fucking dumbass. No one would ever say that, right? I'm sure someone out there would. There's some, I mean, this fucking incident with fucking No Man's Sky just proves that the fucking, you know, common decency and respect for one's fellow man is like the rarest commodity on the internet. It's the rarest commodity, dude. I see it all the time, dude. And like, I'm a victim of it. I mean, I'm a cause of it as well. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm just ornery and bitchy and I'll see a comment that really isn't even that angry or anything and I just snap at them, right? I'm never to the point where I'm telling people to fucking kill themselves and shit, obviously. But the internet has that anonymity. You're on the fucking toilet, hundreds of miles away from this person that does not know who you are. What harm is it for you to threaten them? And these kids that are growing up in that, like, that never had to talk shit to someone's face and fear, and, you know, I had my ass kicked several times. I had a big fucking mouth, right? I was cocking off to people and fucking starting battles that I couldn't win. And I learned that fairly early on, you know what I mean? I learned that modicum of respect that comes with the fucking lesson that, you know, is taught at the end of a fist. Alright? I learned it. I've taught that lesson to other kids. Okay? And this is the problem in the world we're living in. Right? That would be considered fucked up. Right? That's fucked up. But being on the internet all day talking shit on people in an anonymous fashion, telling people to go kill themselves because they fucking delayed the release of a game that you really fucking super excited about. That is okay. And I'm not saying that our society views it as okay or anything. I'm just saying it's happening. Like, these are obviously kids, right? But the second someone, you know, a school teacher or someone lets these kids have it, they're in trouble. All right. And a lot of these people don't understand these fucking, I'm sorry, like, this isn't going to be a rant about disciplining kids or anything like that. I'm not going to turn it into that. I'm just saying people are scared to discipline kids nowadays. They're scared to it. And these kids get on the internet where there's unlimited fucking, I mean, there's anything you could want to find on the internet. Anything you could ever want to find. If you wanted to find some awful, horrible, hateful shit, you could. It's very easy to find. You know what I mean? The internet is a wealth of amazing knowledge and good things, but it's also just full to the brim of bad shit. And that's, you know, we need to fucking stop this. Like, I don't know how we do it though, because, you know, you can't really do anything, right? You can't. You know, you can make a video like this saying, what the fuck, come on. And maybe you hope that the majority of people that see it realize how ridiculous it is, and maybe possibly one of them is a kid who may have thought about doing this, and maybe they step away with a fucking, you know, like, maybe I shouldn't threaten life. let alone a human being's life, right? Because that's some precious sacred shit. And I wouldn't want my life threatened, and I wouldn't want my life to fucking end over some stupid fucking reason that makes no fucking difference in the grand scheme of my life. Right? Because that's how fucking fast life can end. That's how fucking fast it can end. That's how snap the decision can be. And we need to fucking get into these kids' minds that that ain't the fucking way it should be. Violence should always be the last recourse. You should never threaten someone's life. Life is precious. Anyway, that's it for me, Jaxxsin. I'm out of here. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope someone out there sees it and can walk away with the understanding that this is not something that's okay to do. Anyway, take care, everybody. See you next time. Love you.